In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
For 15 years, Hollywood has no memory of a sold-out Kevin Hart show, a line for his autograph, or a standing ovation at any comedy club. Now the truth about his sudden rise to fame is finally being exposed. The spotlight in Hollywood is officially focused on Kevin Hart. Everyone knows that Katt Williams is on a mission to air out the industry's darkest secrets, and this time, Hart is in his crosshairs. Just a few years ago, Kevin lashed out at Katt, claiming addiction had ruined his career and that he blamed everyone but himself.
Is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. T.G. Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Well, Katt finally decided to return the favor, and he did it in explosive fashion. In a wild sit-down with Shannon Sharpe, Katt accused Kevin of selling his soul and his integrity just to climb the Hollywood ladder. He even alleged that Kevin was forced into a humiliation ritual. He claimed Kevin had to dress up and cosplay as a gay man to prove his loyalty to the industry. Katt stated, "All of these big dick deviants are all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them."
Is there something that, you wouldn't do, for...
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. For me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so, I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on a talk show this morning.
You look good doing
it.
It doesn't matter if you're Diddy or T.G. Jakes. Every single one of them. All lies will be exposed. Now, this isn't the first time Katt has dragged Kevin for being power-hungry or chasing fame by any means necessary. But this time, he went all in. No filters, no holding back, just pure exposure of everything twisted Kevin allegedly did to get where he is today. But Kevin Hart has officially had enough. He is done with Katt Williams dragging his name through the mud. This time, he is fighting back hard.
Big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. T.G. Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Word is Kevin is planning to hit Katt with a massive defamation lawsuit. And from the looks of it, 2024 is about to be one long, messy year for both of them. Katt didn't just throw shade, he absolutely read him for filth. If you somehow missed all the chaos from the past few days, Katt's interview with Shannon Sharpe practically broke the internet. It ran for over 3 hours. Instead of cracking jokes, Katt went nuclear. He aired out the industry's dirtiest secrets, naming names, spilling receipts, and leaving people scrambling to respond. What really had fans gasping was the moment he called out Kevin Hart directly. He accused him of being power-hungry and soulless in his climb to the top. And what's wild? This isn't even the first time Katt has gone there. Years ago, he already warned folks about Kevin's so-called Hollywood deal. He accused him of pretending to be something he's not, just to stay relevant. Katt suggested he's a conspiracy theorist to a degree. He connects dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, pointing out a pattern. He noted that Hollywood puts almost every black man in a movie and a dress at some point in their career.
I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen.
He shared his own experience while filming a movie with Martin Lawrence. He walked into his trailer, saw a dress, and assumed it was the wrong one. The writer came in and explained a hilarious scene where Martin would sneak out of jail. The writer said, "So he disguises you as a prostitute, and you put this dress on." Katt refused, saying he didn't feel comfortable. The writer pressured him, saying, "It's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it." Katt pushed back, suggesting they just not do it, because he wouldn't wear a dress. He was then pressured with talk of wasted time and money. He stood his ground, saying, "I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say." If you're enjoying this so far, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. Here's where it all ties back to Kevin Hart. Katt wasn't just talking crazy when he mentioned Kevin's humiliation ritual. Years ago, Kevin actually played a gay character in an SNL skit. That moment sparked a lot of déjà vu for fans who followed whispers about Hollywood's darker side. Back in the early 2000s, heavy rumors circulated. The gossip was that certain black male comedians were pressured to wear dresses or wigs. It was a kind of twisted rite of passage to make it big. The whole idea blew up when Dave Chappelle went on the Oprah Winfrey Show in 2006 and spilled everything. Chappelle revealed that while filming a movie with Martin Lawrence, producers tried to push him into wearing a dress. When he refused, they instantly pulled out a backup script. They were clearly prepared for his resistance. That interview shook Hollywood to its core. Afterward, other celebrities started getting pressed about where they stood on the issue. One of them was Kevin Hart. At the time, Kevin tried to laugh it off. He still made one thing clear. He would never compromise his morals or put on a dress to please the industry. But not long after making that statement, Kevin Hart did a complete 180. He stepped out on SNL in full drag, rocking a dress and a wig for the world to see. Fans couldn't believe it. The same man who once said he'd never compromise was now doing exactly what he swore he wouldn't. Maybe it was just comedy for Kevin. Maybe he genuinely found it funny, but a lot of people weren't buying it. They felt like he did it to please the higher-ups in Hollywood. It seemed he'd play the game if it meant more fame, more power, and more doors opening. And truth be told, it worked. Kevin wasn't a struggling comedian before that moment, but after that SNL skit, his career exploded. Suddenly he was everywhere. He was starring in blockbuster movies and hosting major award shows. He became one of the most bankable names in comedy. Still, the backlash was brutal. Fans called him a sellout, forcing Kevin to jump on Twitter to defend himself. He said, "I wore a dress on SNL because I thought it was funny. I made that decision. Nobody made it for me. I'm my own boss." When Katt Williams was later asked about it, he didn't clown Kevin. He just shook his head and said it wasn't really Kevin's fault. Katt stated that Kevin was part of a long Hollywood pattern. It's a system where black men are made to wear a dress before being allowed to reach the next level of fame. And here's where it gets even darker. For years, fans have pushed a theory that Kevin Hart wasn't just a rising star. He was an industry plant strategically placed to replace Katt. After that SNL moment, the theory gained serious traction. While Kevin's star power was skyrocketing, the media suddenly began tearing Katt apart. They painted him as unstable, addicted, and out of control. Katt eventually addressed those accusations himself in an explosive 2016 rant. What he said only added more fuel to the fire. He stated Kevin didn't have to worry about what people would say because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. He was just next. After all that chaos, Katt Williams went quiet for a while. He stepped back from social media and laid low, but when he finally returned in 2018, he came back swinging. In a fiery interview, he lit up the whole industry again. This time he took aim at Tiffany Haddish, calling her another power-hungry industry plant who sold out for fame and acceptance. Katt didn't mention Kevin Hart by name during that interview, but Kevin definitely felt the heat. Just days later, he and Tiffany appeared together on The Breakfast Club, and Kevin went all the way off. He called Katt a failure and claimed he'd thrown his own career away. He claimed the only reason Katt wasn't on top anymore was because he chose to be a crackhead instead of focusing on success. That hit deep, and Katt wasn't about to let it slide. Within hours, he jumped on Instagram and clapped back hard. He accused Kevin of spreading lies just to protect his image and distract from his own Hollywood deals. The shots were fired publicly. It was clear this wasn't just a comedy rivalry anymore. It was a full-blown war of pride, power, and receipts. After that messy back and forth, Katt disappeared again, completely off the grid. No interviews, no live streams, nothing. But just a few days ago, he resurfaced. And this time, he dropped the biggest bomb yet. In his latest revelations, Katt accused Kevin Hart of selling his soul for power and fame. According to him, Kevin cut secret deals with Hollywood elites early in his career, trading loyalty and silence for success. Katt made it crystal clear that unlike Kevin, he's never taken a payoff to keep quiet. He even reminded fans of the time he was allegedly blackballed from the industry. He had refused to do a disturbing scene in Friday After Next, involving sexual assault. Katt stood his ground, saying there was nothing comedic about that. After production wrapped, Katt claimed every movie role he was promised mysteriously disappeared, and those same roles ended up going to Kevin Hart, who, according to Katt, was always willing to play the game. Kevin didn't directly respond to any of Katt's latest claims, but he definitely sent a message during his live commentary at the New York Knicks vs Philadelphia 76ers game. Kevin threw subtle shade, cracking corny jokes about Katt buying the Knicks. Fans instantly caught the subliminal. Kevin might have been smiling, but everyone knew that was his way of letting Katt know he wanted all the smoke. Now, reports are flying that Kevin Hart is gearing up to sue Katt Williams once and for all. He wasn't there and off making $85 million. He's claiming this feud has dragged on for years and finally crossed the line. Honestly, after everything that's been said, it looks like neither of them is backing down anytime soon. Social media, of course, had plenty to say about the drama. One user wrote, "I've always believed Kevin Hart was planted to replace Katt. It happened right when Katt's career hit turbulence." Then boom, Kevin was everywhere, another fan chimed in. "I remember him just being a background comedian in Scary Movie 3, and then suddenly Hollywood's golden boy. I never thought he was that funny, so how did he blow up so fast?" The internet is divided. Some say Katt's just bitter. Others swear he's finally telling the truth about what really goes down behind Hollywood's closed doors. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think Kevin Hart sold his soul chasing power and fame, or is Katt Williams just stirring chaos for clout? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. And before you go, please make sure to hit that like button one last time.